later had not live streaming. They were. I keep saying we're back, but yeah, this time like we took like a bit of like longer break,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Like
been like 3 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh yeah, 3 weeks. So I think it's enough time to refresh. I don't want to bring back the old, like the reinvent,
Yeah.
and I'm kidding. I don't want to bring out the old, the last topic. But yeah, it's good enough time to think. It was in the Philippines. It was the Holy Week, so it's traditionally it's a time to reflect. But due to the
Yeah.
influence of movies, Hollywood stars, or I don't know, it's not really a time to reflect anymore. It's more of that people go to the beach, people go to parties.
Yeah, things have changed
Yeah.
significantly, haven't they? I thought you were going to get
Yeah.
to the Pope.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing because the Pope, Easter. Yeah, it was Easter, so it's like end of that week.
Yeah.
It was Easter Sunday. We're like, oh, Pope died. Yeah.
Did things like just get turned upside down in the Philippines? Like it was Easter or the day after Easter, right? So
Yeah.
people
Well, that's the
freaking
thing.
out.
Only the older generations, I think, care about that now, which is it's a bit sad because we usually it was supposed to be a big deal, like way before, like years before when I was younger, when Pope, I think the famous Pope that time is Pope, not really the famous Pope, he was the Pope John. I mean, there's a street here in Cebu that's Pope John.
Pope John Paul II.
Pope John Paul
JP3?
Pope
JP2.
II,
yeah.
the second, yeah. Like he was like the Pope, yeah, it was a big deal. Like everyone knows him, blah blah blah. Everyone talks about him. I mean, a lot of people talk about this Pope. It's just
Yeah.
I don't want to get
Pope
to
Frank?
Pope John Paul II was the Pope since like 1978 or something.
This Pope was pretty like
This one's
popular. I mean, he was pretty
Yeah,
groundbreaking, pretty
yeah.
progressive.
yeah.
Definitely.
I think that
What's the word? Like you know?
progressive.
No, he was definitely a strong figurehead.
Yeah, and I bet you there's probably a lot of, yeah, there
like
might be some
backlash
sort of
or
conflict inside a church because there's
yeah.
You don't think to replace him?
no, like during his he was very vocal about
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't say it.
like LGBT
Don't say
community
it.
and
You said it.
what that was true, and that was like a lot of people like him for that, but I'm pretty sure there's
There's
people inside a church that didn't like that.
Yeah.
that's actually one of the things I like. I know I don't want to say I like, but that's interesting about this Pope, and then which gives you like it makes you understand like how hard it is to be in that position, right? Because you have to everything you say matters. Everyone's gonna say, "Oh, yeah, because you're the Pope, you're the head of like a very like a big church," and then I think he's that Pope, like at least for my experience, where I think he's trying to balance out issues like the norm, and he's just trying to like not people not to hate Catholics. It's more like he's not really changing stuff, but he's trying to like try to balance it. Like we don't want to. He doesn't want to go to war with people
Yeah.
because that's what it's for me. It seems like that he's trying to make peace. Like so,
I think he just wants to include everyone.
Yeah, he was focused more on the non-Catholics than he was maybe on like
No,
just
he wants
satisfying the
everyone
Catholics.
to be loved and accepted. And that's what
yeah.
Maybe I thought I was like getting to the point that you were making, but maybe I'm completely off. One person said that they were asking why do we need a pope? Why is there what happens if there isn't a pope? And the way that they explained it was, in one way they explained it, obviously you want a figurehead of the church, but like think of it as like a CEO of a company. You can't just have a
Yeah.
massive organization with nobody.
there needs to be a structure.
Yeah, there has to be someone in charge. It's massive.
Yeah.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is up for like? Have they decided yet?
No,
Not
one
yet.
of the biggest contenders. Sorry.
They have to fight. Is it like
I don't know.
a death match?
Or like
A boxing
No one knows what's inside there, but yeah, it would be so funny.
They're
Like,
wrestling.
that's what's
trying to,
actually going
like,
on in there.
Just jujitsu.
one of the leading contestants.
No fish hooking. Hey, come on.
Yeah.
He's grabbing the cage.
Popular
No rounds. No rounds.
Cardinals there is actually from the
Cardinals?
Philippines.
Yeah, that's
How
the
do they
last.
train the Cardinals?
That's
Oh, these are-
yeah.
These aren't animals.
No,
Yeah.
but it is kind
was a
of
bad
it is. There hasn't been an Asian pope
What?
ever, and it's very
Mhm.
rare because
Like Asian
Pope-
meaning like
Pope-
Indian even?
yeah,
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
About Russian?
you know they're all, mostly they're
European.
European.
Yeah.
It's kind of rare that Pope Francis was
He was Italian, wasn't he?
Argentina.
Oh, he's Argentine. Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
'cause he was a Messi fan.
Buenos Aires, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's you know it's kind of rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the chances are unlikely that there's going to be a Filipino.
I know I've read
Actually,
somewhere, I've seen somewhere that like there's like a divisive type of like,
I don't even like for me personally, like don't hate me if people listen. I don't really like like our cardinal to be the pope. It's good for the yeah.
Maybe we should change it.
No, because it's like I said, like it's a big thing, and then I think there's history with our cardinal where sometimes they comment about politics, which is I don't really. It's a fine line, right? And then imagine if he's the pope and he's doing that, like I don't know, it would be bad. But yeah,
Usually
but the thing with those is they should reflect much on it. I mean, that's the thing that like they don't make decisions. They shouldn't make rash decisions. That's why it takes a long time for them to decide. Because the power of that, like there's so much power in that position.
Yeah. I just remember the excitement back in 2005 was when Pope John Paul II died, I think, and then 2013 is when Pope Benedict abdicated or resigned. I always just get excited to like, what would be the smoke? What would be the color of a smoke? Will it be black or will it be?
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, yeah. It starts
because
like
that's
a little white and
Exciting.
then it goes
It's like
black.
the Queen of England dying, like, you're like, oh, there's a new monarch. Like,
Yeah.
this is a monumental event, whether you're Catholic or not, which I'm sort of like half Catholic because my kids are Catholic. I did eat a Milano dark chocolate cookie. I'm sorry. You bought
There's
it.
like food in there. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's in the
If
kitchen,
it's
I'm gonna
in
eat
there,
it.
yeah.
But-
Yeah. Someone's gonna open it and then it's
The first pope was appointed in 33 AD. So, even as a non-Catholic, I'm fascinated with the process because what you're seeing is a glimpse into history. Because the process that they go through and all the smoke and locking the doors with the thread, like you're witnessing history in action. You're looking back in time to a ritual that is relatively unchanged for thousands of years.
Thousands of years.
And that to me is special. It's things like that in life that matter. Tradition.
Yeah, I remember I learned that like way younger. I think it's just because when Pope John Paul II died, like, oh, you're gonna wait for the smoke, and then if the smoke is this color, it means they decided. And then the next pope's gonna come out of that window, and then you're gonna know about it. Like it's pretty old tradition, but it's still, it still fascinates me. Like, still get excited when, because the means of delivering news is different because it's way before you see it on TV. Now you probably see it in a YouTube live, but it's still gonna be that it's like a movie, right? But like, oh my god, who's gonna come out with that door? And then they're gonna try to like, oh, this is the Pope and blah 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 blah, and then they do a biography. It's still exciting. I don't know how long they decide I'm trying to remember how long they decided Pope John Paul to the next one. Was it like, do you remember, Galay? Is it just 2 weeks or?
I think it's they have to wait until burial. I think I think it's already done. I think he's already buried. Yeah, I think it's just 2 or 3 weeks.
2 3 weeks, right? And then
It will be
but
epic.
I don't know how they do their election.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard stories where they just like they do a vote, like everyone gives a vote, that's why it takes so long because they have to like reflect on it like hours by themselves before they try to vote. And I also heard like actually like a lot of cardinals don't want to be like in that. There's also like the cardinals like please don't let them pick me. Please don't let them pick me. I can imagine like there's like people like I'm old now. Please don't pick
Yeah.
me. You know, something,
It's
something like
already
that.
older.
Yeah.
The rest of my life is
I
gonna
kind of
be.
want to watch the. Wasn't there like a pope or two popes movie?
Yeah, there's a movie with Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah,
that's really good,
And
apparently.
then there's also like a movie about Benedict and Francis. This was like based on like
Yeah.
because there when Pope Benedict was a pope, there was a lot of controversy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, I think that's why he.
That's why he
yeah.
resigned, and that's the story. I think
Yeah.
revolve around that movie.
We should watch that. That'll be the next. We'll watch that movie and we'll talk about it next week. That'll be our homework.
Yeah.
When we started talking about this, you were talking about the Holy Week. People use it as just like a vacation now. Is
But
that
yeah, it's
the vibe
people
sort of
see it as a
Oh,
long
okay.
weekend.
It's
Yeah.
it's very different when we were growing up. Like there are
Yeah.
actually people who get like nailed
Nailed to the cross,
to the
No.
cross. Yes,
whipped.
like real.
Yeah,
And whipped. It's not even just like,
Yeah.
pretend. It's real. Like it's their own blood.
Why?
yeah.
It's
I
part
mean,
of the
I guess I know why,
sacrifice.
It's part of.
Don't.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
not a
if-
lot of people. Yeah, I don't
know
know
if that's
anyone
if it's still
personally who's
happening.
like,
yeah.
yeah. Look, there's Bob. Bob's getting crucified again. Oh wow. No, it's
And then he
not.
just like limps in.
And then, like there's like how did they do that? Like it's real. There's
Oh,
like
yeah.
there's something. There's
no,
this.
stop! Don't tell me that. I'll throw up.
Yeah,
I'll throw up on camera.
that was interesting before. Where it was when I was looking at the TV. Where it looks real, but yeah, it's real. There's a strategy how to nail someone that for him to
no.
still be alive
I
afterwards.
can't even think about it.
It's
No,
crazy
stop.
saying it again now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
People
wish I
get-
never knew that.
That's when I was growing up, like like turn on the TV. There's like
Yeah.
sure enough, you can see.
But what does that?
people
What does that prove? Like, so
I don't know, it's just
Jesus
for-
did it for
I
us,
know.
so we don't have to do that, right?
It's just
Am I
to try to
misunderstanding?
It's-
remind us
Yeah,
that's what he did.
yeah, and
guess
it's
that's a
more of
good
their.
reminder.
It's a personal thing for them. Like I don't know, they want to feel that. That's how they. I don't know. They felt sinful before Holy Week, so
Yeah.
So
That's
Here
their
it's
They
way.
took the bread and wine, and they were like, "It's not good enough. I need
they-
more."
New Year's is just Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, and like
Oh yeah,
bright
do you know how it
colors,
started?
pastels.
Yeah, someone asked me like, my mom asked me like, so how did that start? The rabbit and Easter egg, and I'm like, Actually
it was a
don't know.
pagan. It's a pagan tradition, right?
Well, my understanding is
your papa, I think your grandfather.
did someone
Yeah,
explain it to you? Yeah,
my loose understanding is that eggs are a sign of fertility, and spring is the, re.
But
Kinda
Oh,
goes
so
back
it's
to the
like
last
a-
podcast.
encouraging
Rebirth.
everyone to multiply or like
Yeah.
go have kids,
but
something
it's
like that.
actually non-Christian.
Then your
though.
babies are born.
Like was it?
If wouldn't your babies be born in Christmas if you have a baby now? My God, it all makes sense. I just connected all the dots.
I
They
don't-
wa- they
Born
wanted-
December 25th. Come on,
I
boom.
don't know. But
I don't know.
yeah, I think your grandfather mentioned that, but I kind of
Is it pagan?
it's not. It's really not connected to like Christian tradition.
Oh, so that's why it's a rabbit because it's a fertility ritual,
Yep.
right?
Like, just have sex like rabbits, right? Is that what they say? Because they have babies. They have tons of babies. I don't know. Anyway, what else is on
Yeah,
our
I
list of
didn't know
things to
that.
talk about?
yeah, that was time to
the-
reflect.
Like,
who else is
near
Holy Week.
near. I don't know if it's still being practiced, but near where Louis lives, there's like
Yeah, where I live.
They do
stations. Yeah.
Stations of the Cross there, and they usually do
Mhm.
it like at noon. It's
It's
so
tough.
hard. It's so.
It's what do you call this? Because you have to
I've
climb.
tried
I
it
don't know how
multiple
high it.
times when I
Yeah,
was, yeah,
they
when I was younger.
they set it up like you're sacrificing or how do you call this? Pen what's the English of penitentia? Something. Penitentia is like penance.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? Is that the right word? I don't know.
I
It's
think so.
I think it's the right word. It sounds right, but I'm not 100% sure. I have but yeah, it's a way of like those people like to nail them, not themselves, but ask people to nail them to the cross. It's more of like it's they're trying to do a sacrifice on that day, and they do prayers. And then I think the interesting thing about here is that the actual stations are like uh stone figures, like big stone figures, and you have to walk to the next station. So it's and then just do some prayers, and then it's just remembering the passion of Christ. The those that's the tradition. So that's how it's like remember, oh, this one, he was carrying a cross, Simon picked up the cross for him, and then he got crucified in his station, and then he died in his station. So it's just that the whole passion story.
Yeah, you can't forget. You gotta. It's important to remind yourself, and that's why, like I said, like tradition is everything. It's so important, and like I hope that we can put that into Isabel and Madison as well. Like once Madison's old enough, like we're gonna go to church every Sunday.
Mhm.
So we have a Catholic church. I think it's great. I think it's a great community. All the jokes that are made
What are
when
the
it's all
jokes?
said and done,
What jokes?
well, I make jokes about the cardinal and stuff like that. Is the cardinal a bird?
It is a
Yeah.
bird.
No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, I think it's incredibly important, and it's important not to lose sight of what it's all for. But do we need to nail ourselves to the cross? That might be the level that we go up too far.
I mean, I
I think there are
to each their
appropriate ways to.
But they covered their faces. I mean, that's how I remember it,
It's scary.
right? They cover. They don't. No. So
I
that
don't know.
maybe some of them don't. I've seen people they cover their faces because it's a way of so that that they're not just doing it for show. It's a personal thing.
Yeah.
And but it's not all of them. I do remember now people, and then they even try to replicate like 3 people getting like how do you find 3 people? Yeah.
Three
Yeah.
people because it was Jesus
Yeah, and
and then 2 other like dudes,
yeah,
thieves.
there's actually
I forgot the names.
Pontius Pilate.
No, Pontius Pilate is the the emperor.
No, he's involved somewhere.
Yeah,
He's part of something.
he's the one who said like nope, it's not my decision. It's your.
Yeah, he's the one
Yeah.
who
He said like,
washed
oh,
his
you
hands.
want it.
Like, it's not my
You
fault.
wanted it. Yeah.
So the concept
you
of
want
germs
him
originates around that.
What?
The concept of germs. You mentioned washing hands. Is that related?
and the
He did
importance
not use soap.
of what.
Just wondering.
So,
And,
no.
one thing we need to bring back is washing each other's feet. They used to wash feet all the time back then. I'm going to start washing feet for my friends. You come to my house, I'll wash your feet. Put your feet in the tub. Wash your feet.
It would be so weird.
Why?
Like,
If you're at
hey,
it,
But only
nice
the guys.
home.
if you're at it,
Yeah.
Only the
massage
guys.
my feet as well.
Your feet are no offense. Your feet are horrifying. I don't even want to look at them right now. No, they look good now. They look good now with
It
the
would be-
nails painted. But they do.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, just saying, it would be crazy. Like you invite someone home at your house, like, oh, nice, beautiful home. Yeah. But before that, like, sit here,
And you
here,
don't
my
say
friend.
anything? You just pull their foot out.
Sit here, my friend.
It's just-
Glyza, where's the
you say-
plangana? Where's the plangana?
you set
Am
up
I
a little
in-
stool.
Am I in a spa house?
No, it's gonna be dirty water. It's not gonna be like. It's not gonna be like a spa. It's gonna be very functional, like cleaning.
water.
Dirty water.
It's
and
gonna be
then
like
that's
it's gonna be a
very-
rag that's been used on other feet before.
Yeah.
like in the dirty water, and you pick the rag up.
So what's your goal?
That's just what I envision in my head when I
So,
envision like a foot washing station by
Yeah.
the door.
before you
Maybe
get
a dirty
in,
rag. Take the rag.
before
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, amen. And Adam's gonna say, yeah, amen.
Speaking of amen, where is Jesus Christ? Up in heaven. What else is up high? Katy Perry.
Okay,
A
fair.
week and a half ago.
They've been there. They've been there. Yeah.
She was her
Speaking
Jesus.
of
Astronaut.
speaking of looking up to the heavens, and then
Yeah.
Katy Perry got up there.
Oh my god,
it
I
was
watch it. I
crazy.
watch it live. I was so
Oh, you were there.
I was so scared.
Yeah,
No, Katy Perry.
I had no idea she was doing it. Liza walked in the room. She's like, Katy Perry's about to go to space. And then I hear a 10. No, I was like, man, I'm in a bad
I
dream
watch
right
it, I
now.
watch
What's
it.
going on?
Right now.
That was last week. I watch it live. It's like, oh my god. And
Katy
I was
Perry?
like,
I was
oh
like,
my-
are you
they're-
sure it's Katy
they're
Perry?
They're gonna be there for what? Like a week? Maybe a
No,
month?
yeah.
I saw them coming down. It's like, oh my god, it's only been 10 minutes.
They're not astronauts. They're passengers. I don't know why they're called astronauts.
They even some people like call them like crew.
Or crew.
No, it's not even a crew. They're not.
They're not even doing anything. They were just sitting down. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do they have like the drink service that
They didn't
carted
even
through
orbit.
the airplane? Like, do you want Diet
Yeah.
Coke or do you want
Tea,
orange
coffee or
juice?
tea? Did someone ask her coffee or tea?
Ice? You want ice with your water?
Coffee,
You
tea, or
want
water?
pretzels? We have pretzels.
Coffee, tea, or
Oh
water?
my god, 10 minutes.
Coffee, tea, or water?
Not
Imagine
even
like,
longer, 10
yeah,
minutes.
this podcast even longer than.
Not
trip.
even like
Yeah,
a
we've been in the podcast twice as long as Katy Perry's in space.
yeah.
I've sat on the toilet for longer than Katy Perry's been in space.
That's
that's a toilet break for her.
And the publicity was very negative for her after that. You see her tour and the dancing, it's gone viral. Memes of her dancing on tour. Have you seen this?
No.
I haven't seen it
She
yet.
just started
but-
her tour. I guess this space thing was publicity for her tour.
Yeah, it was to promote.
You're gonna see it 'cause
Promote.
it's gone viral. The choreography is the most lazy, ridiculous choreography you've ever seen. Like she's barely moving her body.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
what
embarrassing.
space does to
Really
you.
weird.
Oh.
Yeah, like she's still adjusting to
Zero
gravity.
gravity. That's
It's
something
bad.
it makes you
Oh,
stiff
God.
or something.
Yeah, because your
Um,
bones get weaker in your space long enough.
Yeah, you
Long enough, and then it was
lose,
like minutes.
muscle mass
Yeah.
in 10 minutes.
Yeah, and then I think they've been there 4 minutes, right? It's like
Yeah,
they've been in space
stationary
4
for,
minutes,
like,
and then
4
they had to
minutes.
like do a descent. Oh, so that's her dancing. Oh, that's that looks
Is it
alien.
her? Are you sure that's her?
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh,
It's her. I just looked it up.
wow, that's choreography.
It's bad. It's so bad.
Choreography is out of this world.
So
Oh, good one.
I give it dad joke.
That was good.
Doing dad jokes for.
I don't know if
uh,
it's bad.
Well, it's
maybe it's just
it would have been. Well, one thing if they didn't call themselves astronaut, that would be helpful. And then I think the one that made it like the backlash was great when the interviews afterwards. That was the was great. The
So
cringiest
bad.
moment. Like, oh, like what did you like? What happened? Like, why are you talking about connected to love? Like, is there something like do you could be connected to love when you're outside Earth and you're back? That was like that I didn't understand that part. I think that's also the thing that where people are laughing about. Like, what are you saying? Like, you feel more connected to love with that experience, and then I don't know who was that. Gail King was talking about the training. Let the training like kick in or something. Like, what were you? How? I was confused. Like, what were they training for? Were they-
It's so bad.
you know what? I was watching this whole thing like 30 minutes before they took off, And when I found out it's only 10 minutes, I was really disappointed. I was like, I don't even want to read about it or watch anything else about it because I'm done. It's like, just 10
Because
minutes. I
it would
thought
have been an amazing experience if they like if they told the story differently, you know, like, oh, it's a
Yeah.
good, it the achievement was you can actually put these kind of people in space and then they're gonna get back, you know. I think that's the amazing thing, like, oh yeah, you don't need to study physics, you know, to, you know.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, yeah,
Well,
maybe they know physics,
they
but
also-
it's, you know, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like,
They
yeah.
kept repeating like, "Oh, they've gone through like rigorous training, whatever." I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh yeah, what did they do, right?
And then it was could not accept.
And then she comes back and she kisses the ground. That
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was
She said, "Oh my God,
Two of
we
them-
have to protect our mother."
two of them did that, right? It's Gail King and Katy Perry did that. You know, they step outside the craft and then they kiss the ground, like
also
they've
said-
been out of the.
Yeah, like they
Like
yeah.
they survived something.
Like, and you know
Yeah.
what? You know what a true heroic feat is in space is those people that were stuck in space for like a whole year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just came back,
Yeah.
and their bodies are like riddled with radiation. They'll never be the same again.
Yeah, and then their bone density got
Yeah.
like
And people barely talk about that woman.
smaller.
Yeah.
She was in space for a whole freaking year. She said, Katy Perry said, space is going to finally be glam. So we have that to look forward to.
Yeah, I mean, imagine like how much
They paid like 25
spend.
million.
This is a quote from the
Yeah.
astronaut Katy Perry. I'm so into extraterrestrial stuff.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
how
because
much
she
they
had a
pay?
song. Because she has that song like E.T.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she had a song like.
Extraterrestrial.
All I know
You know.
is California girls. I know.
Yeah.
Roar,
Artistry.
And she kissed a girl and she liked
I
it.
kissed a girl.
Roar.
Or
cherry chapstick. What? How
Yeah.
much do they pay to go in there?
25 million.
25 mil?
yeah, they didn't publish it, but I think I've read articles like because the Blue Origin stuff, they actually like, you know, promote like, hey, you can go to space with this amount of money, and then I think one ticket got up to like that 23 million. So imagine like that's roughly like what they spent, and then for publicity and all. Yeah,
Dang.
you need
Wonder
23
how-
million to be an astronaut now.
If remember Lance Armstrong was the first one to walk on the moon? Buzz Aldrin.
I think
Remember 1969?
was it Neil? I think it's Neil. Then
Neil.
Lance is the
Sorry, Lance
the bike,
Armstrong
the
is
bike,
the, He was the
the
disgraced
Tour de France, Tour de France,
biker.
Tour de France.
Sorry, I get them confused. Very different people.
Yeah,
Neil Armstrong.
very good last name though. Yeah,
What?
famous last name.
Yes, and
Yeah. Strong last.
You could call me Armstrong if you wanted to.
Yeah,
I won't.
Yeah.
Would be plural.
they call me
Armstrong.
like back in college. They called me Armstrong. Yeah,
They used to call me.
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, you were
Strong. Anyway,
What?
sorry. Richard Strong. It was my given name, but Dick for short.
yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say now. You threw me off.
It's not my fault.
What was I talking about?
The moon.
Oh, what would they say if they were alive today about Katy Perry being an astronaut
Yeah.
flying in space?
Well, not only them, but all the other astronauts.
There's no other astronauts.
Yeah.
There's only two. I'm just kidding. No, we went to the moon like 4 or 5 times between 1969 and 1972. We never went back again. Why?
Mhm.
I'll let y'all discuss.
Because there were transformers in there, right? There was the dark
I think
side
we
of the
found
moon.
something we didn't want to see.
Yeah,
What?
they didn't want to mess with stuff. But if you've seen the movie like Fly Me to the Moon, that's Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum.
No, but that sounds like an incredible cast.
It was
I've never heard that.
yeah, it's a love story, but it's about the flying to the moon stuff. Scarlett was it was an interesting perspective because Scarlett was hired for marketing, for funding. So then she pulled in she pulled in Rolex, and then no, Omega. She tried to pull it, and then she was selling it. Like, imagine this was the first watch to the moon, and then so they got sponsorships from Omega, and then like there's an Omega, like this is the watch it's more of like she was trying to have funding for them to go to the moon. And then there's a part in there, like, I know it's gonna be spoiler, but it's a part where they made a plan B, so they shoot the they shoot the moon landing. So they created a studio to look like a moon landing, and then that's where they have that as a plan B, so that if the something fails, they're gonna put that in a live stream. So that's like the story.
Ooh.
Like that's where there's a conspiracy theory of the moon landing, right? Oh, it's all fake. You see the wires. It's not. The flag is like this. Yeah. So it's actually, they put it part of the movie. Like they were actually shooting that part, but just in case, it was more of like just in case everything fails or. But
Wow.
in the movie, they end up like showing the real stuff. So yeah, but it's a movie. It is so interesting. What they do.
I love ScarJo. I'll watch her in anything.
It's a good movie. Yeah, it's a good movie. But it's more of like a love story than yeah. Channing Tatum was he's not an astronaut, was like more the project manager of that team to the moon. So that was like
I never heard that.
Yeah, Fly Me to the Moon is a title. I don't know what other movies were that were out
2024 film.
that time.
This came out last year.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I remember because we were just walking like at the mall, me and Isa, and then like let's just watch a movie. Let's I don't know what's showing, and then we saw that, and like maybe just watch this. Like we didn't see any trailer, just went in and watched it. Oh, it's actually a good movie.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard Sinners is good. Everyone keeps talking about that movie.
Oh, I saw the trailer.
It's
Ross?
Michael
B. Jordan.
Jordan. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Ross saw it and said he highly recommends it.
Who?
Ross.
That's the vampire stuff, right?
Yeah, it's got
yeah.
good
Or
music in
mix.
it too. Really,
Oh, yeah,
Some
and then
voodoo or something.
Is it like a? I think
like
it's a sequel to
What's it?
the Twilight.
Oh, it's like
There's a prequel.
I know you're gonna do something.
it's not a prequel.
Say something stupid.
Sorry,
You see Jacob in there.
it's a
You
spinoff.
see the wolves.
If you would have said Lincoln the vampires,
The Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham
Vampire
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Slayer.
I would have said, "Whoa, really?" But he said Twilight. Gosh darn it!
I mean, listen, I've never seen Twilight.
It's showing now, right? It's showing now, The Sinners.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
it came a week ago.
I wish it wasn't called Sinners. I wish it was called
Twilight.
Twilight Part 7.
Epilogue or something.
because
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Sorry.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
What? I feel like we just had a bunch of wasted space just now.
But yeah, that's we got there from talking about astronauts. Yeah. What interesting question was there? Like, what did they bring back? Right? Usually, you go to space for exploration, for knowledge, or for discoveries, and then so so what did they bring back?
What is
Bad publicity is good publicity.
But you asked why didn't we went back to the moon? Is there a need for us to go back?
We didn't go back to the moon. You want to know why?
Why? You're one of those. Are you?
It's not a conspiracy at all.
You are a flat earther.
Are you ready for the truth? It's just not worth it. It's too expensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't the answer you were expecting.
Oh yeah. If we already went to the moon, why is there a need to go back there?
There's no need.
There's no need,
Resources
and
are better
then
spent. Like we spent like it was like 5 to 10% of our like national budget in 1969 to go to the moon. It was an insane amount of money. It was like the equivalent of like $300 billion in today's money.
Just
So
to
it's
prove that we're better than
just because of
than
Russia. And then once we
Yeah.
did it, and we're like, wait, we're actually wasting a ton of money. We should probably
Yeah, there's nothing here.
have to save
There's
up.
nothing here but
we got a moon rock.
aliens.
Save up, and until Russia does something
Another reason
bigger.
Sorry, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, another reason too is it's cheaper to send a robot, and
A
the
drone.
most important thing you
Yeah.
don't think about a robot is you don't have to bring a robot back. If you send a human into
The
space, people are going to really want you to bring that human back.
Mhm.
Bringing them back is the expensive part. Sending them
Yeah,
there,
like
that's cheap.
like the Martian.
Yeah. Send the robot. Why
The
are we sending
Martian.
humans? Like, there's no reason to ever send a human out there if a robot can do the job.
Yeah,
And
then
transmit
just
the data back
take information.
instantaneously
Mhm.
rather than them putting it in their pocket, getting back on the rocket ship. So for that reason, Katy Perry is in space now.
She's
We
not.
could've just-
She's
we
over
could've
just
there
put a
10
robot.
minutes.
Yeah, there's conspiracy theories that they didn't really go right. It was all CGI.
Well,
Have you heard
I
that?
wonder what
Have
flat
you
earthers
read
would
that?
say.
Because
Yeah.
they're in part of when it's a capsule, right? When the capsule landed, the door opened before Jeff Bezos got to the to the door, and it was like it was open and it shot back because uh they have like it shouldn't be open from the inside. I think that's how spacecrafts are designed. It shouldn't be open from the inside so that when you up there, the ones accidentally gonna do that. So when they landed, usually what happens, someone from outside here on Earth is there's gonna be like a tool or something like a that will open the door and then you can open it. And then from the footage in when the capsule landed, I think it opened a bit inside and then it was shut. It was closed, and then Jeff Bezos did go to the door, blah blah, hug his fiance,
Yeah.
and
Gosh,
also that's
really?
the part where they say, "Oh, it's pretty."
I think I heard something. I think
Yeah.
one of the. I
Isn't
think
there a
they
video
said
of it going in space?
that they like an agent went already open it, then they close it again, so that
Mhm.
Jeff Bezos can go and open it
Can go,
himself.
yeah, for
Oh.
It's
optics.
part of
Part of a thing.
Mhm.
So we don't
I
know.
feel like Jeff Bezos is turning into Lex Luthor, like slowly but surely.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting stronger. He's bald. Like,
Yeah,
Why?
he is like he's a real life. Yeah, we just need a Superman though.
So you think
Yeah.
he's a villain?
no, I mean,
I think he's more of a villain because he's rich, right? It's hard to be. I know Batman's rich.
is he a villain? I don't know. I don't know him.
No.
I mean, he's so, he's such a, like, I don't remember who I was talking to about this yesterday. Was it you? Like the more rich you become, the more it disconnects you from reality. And I think it slowly, as you become like mega rich, like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Why'd you just wink at me when I said Elon Musk?
I did that.
Okay, that was weird. But when you get these mega rich, not only
I blinked.
your separation from reality starts to
Mhm.
separate, but your separation from your brain, I think you start to lose your mind. I think
Yeah, that's why they go to space. Earth's
Yeah.
not interesting anymore.
I just think you cannot keep your. Why are you staring at me like that?
It's the same to you.
Like you're getting punched in the face or something.
If you say
What do you want me
say
to
the wrong
do?
thing,
I was not gonna
yeah,
look
once
at
you say the
then.
wrong thing,
I know. I'm like scared. I'm like, am I going to reveal a secret or something? Oh, I do think that that's what happens when you're that rich. Maybe.
yeah, imagine, yeah,
Never know because we're not rich.
billions. Yeah, we're not in the billions level, not even the $1 million level.
Honestly, I'm struggling with the 1,000 level.
I'm a thousander. I'm
I
a
do have a couple
thousander,
thousand
you
in
know,
the bank. I'll
thousandaire.
tell you that.
Yeah,
Proud of that.
thousandaire. It's that's a joke. One joke. One of Andrew Schultz's joke, but it was more on the when Trump was running. You know, the grab her by the joke, and then he was saying that if you're a billionaire, oh, because I think that was what Trump said, like if you're a billionaire, blah blah,
Yeah.
and then some women were saying, oh, I'm offended, blah 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 blah, and then I think Andrew Schultz was just saying like, because you're getting grabbed by thousandaires. No, you're not getting grabbed by something. Something like that.
Yeah. They're getting grabbed by
really
broke
fun.
people.
Yeah,
People have yeah.
thousandaires. I feel like they're like thousandaires. Something. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
That's
So that's
short.
why they're going to space, and then people who can afford it are. Yeah, those. I wonder if they really paid for it, or it's because there was also like people asking like why that crew, like how did they select that? It's not even a crew, right? And then one thing is like I think Gail King was saying also like if a man, like he was trying to go for what an angle like making it sexist, like why if a man goes up there they're an astronaut, and then but when they go there, when a woman goes there, it's they're not they're not an astronaut, they're calling it a ride, where in reality like there are women astronauts, right? And then so that's it's not about gender, actually. It's about like what they did.
Yeah,
And
it's their contribution to the mission, which is
yeah,
hard to define.
yeah, because there are even like dog astronauts, right? No, like dogs in space and monkeys
and monkey nuts.
Astronauts. Monkey
There's
nuts.
been monkey nuts.
Yeah.
And I think at a certain point, there's enough people with like money is not an issue anymore. It's who's selected to go. So there's enough millionaires out there that are like, I have $23 million, I'll go. They have to like make a selection. But I think extreme luxury tourism is very strange to me, because we can all recall what happened with the Titanic mission.
So yeah, I was gonna
billionaires
bring that up too. Yeah,
they traveled down the Titanic, and what happened? Say it at the same time. It blew up. The ship blew up.
No, the
ship imploded.
Yeah, that's scary though. I was even
ocean. What was it?
So what happens when billionaires try and go to space? I thought, my God, I hope it's not another Titanic thing.
Yeah,
poor people will stay alive.
I'll stay alive. Here's a question for both y'all: if I gave the money and I was friends with Jeff Bezos and got you a spot on that, would you do it?
No,
I'm not gonna do it though.
no,
Not do
Me,
it.
I'm not gonna do
You'd
it.
pass up the
'cause-
chance.
no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like you have 23 million. Why not just spend it this way?
Remove the money. Maybe you won like a special ticket to it, like a golden
To
ticket.
go there.
Would you do it?
Yeah, I mean,
No.
like at this year, like 2025, no, I'm not. I'm not going because I don't know people who've been there, and I'm not. I don't really see like you're gonna be in space for 4 minutes, so I'm gonna be like, oh no, it's just I don't see
I'm not You're not actually
value of
doing
going
it
there.
for a greater good. Like you're not doing anything service.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I think the
it's
risk is
just,
greater. Yeah, the risk is so much higher
dumping
than
jet
what.
fuel into the ozone layer.
No, it could explode when they're going up like this. That's how.
Yeah.
Like that's the most common accident for rockets, right? Like on the way up, it explodes because something's wrong with the fuel they're burning and all.
So
Yeah.
I would do it, but I would do it blindfolded, just to make a statement.
Oh, there.
What is your statement?
But how?
My statement is, I don't need to see.
Space.
It's not about that.
But
that is,
you're not gonna.
That's
I'm not gonna look out the
BS,
window.
man.
You're not gonna look
I'm
at
gonna
the
sit in
camera
aisle
and
seat.
then like put a daisy. No, pick a different flower. The daisy's already taken. So you have like I don't know, gumamela,
Gumamela.
sampaguita. Because if you're Filipino, you go flower in there.
I'm gonna sit at the aisle seat next to the bathroom.
They even like said because they were only
I
there
don't
for
know if
4
there's
minutes.
a bathroom.
No, there's no
There's a toilet
bathroom. You don't
there.
need a bathroom
There is a
for 11
There
minutes.
better
You
be.
don't need a bathroom. Yeah.
You
Or what
can't
if you go?
even- Well, you have to be strapped. You can't go to the bathroom when it's going up.
They made it where there were
Mhm.
diapers.
Yeah.
No, you've seen the suit. The suit there. There's no. You're not fitting diapers in there. It's gonna mark.
never know.
It's gonna ruin the attire.
It could be too, like put it in a bottle because it won't fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably
There's
use a
no
bunch of salty
footage when
stuff.
they were flying, right? I think that's also one of the things that people
No,
was
there is.
No,
No,
like
there's not.
they're inside and they're like
Yeah.
it's like a dash cam where it's
It
like
was a cartoon. That's why it threw people off. It was a cartoon animation. It's like, how can they already animate
What?
the? Yeah, it cut to a cartoon. It cut to
No.
Studio
It's,
Ghibli.
it's in Katy
Ghibli.
Perry's post.
It was weird. It
Ghibli.
was like y'all had time to animate this, and yet they're just flying. It's a
What's
weird
up
cut.
with you and your? What? What?
Yeah.
You're giving it's disinformation, not even
I'm just giving information. It's up to you to decide what's real and what's not real.
Yeah.
whatever.
A Ghibli. That was a
Studio
big thing. I
Ghibli.
even made one for
Oh, really?
the Ghiblify. You didn't make
Ooh.
one. You just submit a picture and then like ChatGPT or
Oh, it turns a
Grok's
picture.
gonna do it for you. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
it's
I
pretty
love-
amazing.
I love those little
I
clips.
made one for our podcast logo, right? You remember? Like I sent it in the group chat.
I thought you were talking about like a full-on animation like segment. Which
Oh
I've heard
no,
takes a
no,
long
not
time
yet.
for
Just a
them to do.
picture. Just a picture.
I love
Probably
that.
they're gonna do that in the future, right? Because I wanted to do that before, like, oh, let's just do an animation. But the time it takes, like, to make an this animation, like, it's so hard. It's gonna take
It's a
up
long
like
time. You have a lot of respect for those
weeks.
people.
That's the thing. The Ghiblify was big. Like everyone in my, I know you should have friends in Facebook post their pictures, and then they made it Ghiblify. And I didn't even know about Studio Ghibli before that. I just know,
Oh yeah.
like, yeah. But now I was just looking like, why do they call it Ghiblify? And they were like, oh, it's actually from Studio Ghibli. This is his style of animation, and it's actually like a very good. It's very like he's so detail oriented. Even though when doing that's how like Japanese anime are done. Like the detail is so it's so good. The it's so sophisticated that you get amazed. Like, oh, they're doing this much effort for cartoons. It's even like it's even what do you call this? You wouldn't even want to call it cartoons anymore because it's like it's a if you say cartoons, you think of like children's children's movies.
It's
So it's not
animation.
even cartoon. It's animation. It's
beyond that. It's
yeah.
It's an art form, and it's
Yeah.
a
So
lot of it makes you really hungry. There's a lot of like really good animations of like cooking, and I saw just clips on Reddit,
Yeah.
and I was blown away.
yeah, the detail of because the even the shadows of how they describe how he I don't know if he drew it, no, probably he drew it, right? Like, it's still drawing. They're the animation for the water, for the tea, like it's so good. So the details on those stuff are like
You know what we're talking
I
about?
don't know, Ghibli, Studio Ghibli.
No,
I can
don't have time.
because that's how but you know
search
the Ghiblify trend. It's not a trend. It's a trend where that kind of animation, that kind of what do you call this style of drawing.
I'm sure you've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
some places.
Mhm.
It's incredible. I don't know
Yeah.
how we got on
Japanese
that
anime.
subject. Oh yeah, they had a Studio Ghibli of Katy Perry, which was weird.
Mm.
Hmm?
Seemed that was the joke that I made. Sorry.
Yeah, they Ghiblified
Oh,
Katy Perry.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I think
Anyway, we can. Yeah.
I think we've come to the conclusion that it was a silly move by a bunch of billionaires, and it was laughed kind of a funny.
he was so hyped up.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
If they just advertise it as a ride, would have been good, or opportunity to go to space, it would have
It
been good.
was really
Not
misleading.
as-
Yeah.
Astronauts and crew, and then they advertise it as all female crew. Like imagine like so there should be a real crew flying. It's like they're flying a drone. That's how I imagine it, right? They're flying. The people who are actually flying the rockets are not there. They're doing it remote.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys
Right.
in the
Yeah. And a bunch of guys, they want to show it to you because
female crew
they
is in
know.
there. Oh my god. Taking selfies.
Yeah. Because if they advertise it as that, like, oh, you can go to space now, that would be, yeah, I'll be more, supportive. That, like, see, you can just like go pay for just like a ride in an amusement park or like in Universal Studios. Right?
Yeah, or like a hotel in the space where you could do zero gravity for a weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming eventually. If there's money to be made,
Mhm.
people will find a way. I'd rather just put on a set of VR glasses and
Yeah.
experience it that way.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
it
really
would be.
disappointed.
Yeah.
The commentary during that event though was just like really hyped up. But then they did not mention that they're gonna only
Be there
You're
for
really
like.
upset that
for
they
10
were.
minutes.
That really bothers you.
Yeah, because I was,
Yeah,
it
so
was
you're gonna
early
be there for weeks,
morning.
right? Mhm.
I was watching it. It was like, oh, this is the first all female crew astronauts, blah blah blah. But they've never mentioned that it's only gonna be
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
amusement park. Yeah,
I
They
think they
didn't.
mentioned it like when they were already there. I was like, what?
You
were
you
so
hooked me
upset.
into
I was,
this.
I,
Yeah.
do you remember me? I was going upstairs and I was like, oh, I'm so nervous.
I know you were nervous.
I was so nervous with Katy Perry. And then, like, one of our friends, Sarge,
Hmm.
she posted in Facebook, like, oh, come back, Katy Perry. We still want to watch your concert. And then I said, oh, they've already came back. They're only there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's nothing.
11 minutes. The
Yeah.
entire trip was only 10, 11 minutes.
She just, and I think she's worse for it now. She seems to be more
Yeah.
hated now than she ever was. Is it safe to say?
I don't know. I never
Yeah.
hated her. Now I don't know.
Yeah.
What I said is true. She's more hated now than she ever was.
It's more negative. I didn't even hear about her album. Did you know that she released an
Yes, I
album?
did hear it was released. Now I heard when it was released how bad it was. Again on
Oh,
Reddit,
it wasn't
bad
really
reviews.
good.
And then everyone was trash. I was like, dang, how bad could it be? And I played you her song, her debut, "Woman's World." I was like, everyone's saying this
That's
is a
the
terrible
single.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I played it,
Uh,
and you're just like, this pop song has absolutely no heart,
no
at
effort.
all.
No
It's one of those just generic, like it almost sounds like it was written by AI, where it's just like,
AI with a Katy Perry voice.
what is this? It's
So it's the space trip was it's a waste of publicity, right? If it because I don't know.
well, we're talking about her. I don't know if that's good.
Maybe
Oh, yeah,
it was
that's-
a
So any publicity is
saving
good
grace
publicity.
for her.
Maybe it'll lead her to Catholicism. Tying it back in to our original.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
I think her dad was or is a preacher.
Yeah, because she was
Yeah.
singing church, right?
Yeah.
And then
She kissed
she
the girl.
sold her
She
soul
liked
to the devil, and then she
Yeah.
became a pop star. That was like the story of like, Katy Perry sold. Oh, really? Yeah. That's why she's so famous now. Yeah, she used to be in church, and then she sold her soul to the devil, and then she became famous. She's
And then she
and
went
then
to
she's
space.
doing the Super Bowl. Yeah,
That's how it all ends.
and then the deal ended, maybe. So that's why she's not famous anymore.
oh yeah,
or she's famous,
once you
but
turn
not really
27,
killing
I
it.
think
Yeah.
the deal it
Deals off.
breaks. How old
It
is she now?
breaks. No, it ends. Yeah, yeah. The devil keeps your soul, and then the deal.
38.
Yeah,
She's 38, so it ended a while ago. Yeah, no surprise there.
I think.
She
it was just one of the
She's 40?
jokes.
yeah,
She's 40?
she's 40. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's age of V.
I
Oh,
thought she was born in 86 or.
She was big. I mean, I
85.
think she's past her prime. She went a while.
I think it's just about the
She was just on
songs.
The Voice, right? She's just a judge on some show.
No, it's
American
American
Idol.
Idol.
American.
Yeah,
Idol.
American Idol. Yeah,
How much I know.
I think it's just the songs. If she just releases like a good song, it should be back. Yeah, it's about the music for her because that's what
But she's
that's
on
what
a
goes in
diet.
your mind with Katy Perry. Like Katy Perry, pop song. Yeah, not really
Released a
Katy
diet.
Perry, astronaut. No,
She had a lot of good songs.
I mean, I'm delivering the collective on her new music is a negative.
It's not.
Generally negative reviews.
Yeah, should because I haven't heard about it. So
Yeah,
mostly
that's
it's not that. Yeah, it's not that good.
It would be all over. I mean, if you're in the Philippines and there's a American pop song that's in the top 10, you're gonna hear it.
Yeah,
This
I'm gonna
song
hear
was
it.
nowhere near that. I don't even think it charted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry, it's okay.
I
don't
only
think she
heard
writes her own
about
music anyway.
the Drake Nokia one. That one reached my feeds and all. And have you heard? You've heard Nokia?
I've heard. Yeah,
Baby girl,
yeah, yeah.
baby girl, something like.
I heard it. I heard it briefly. I haven't had a chance
Yeah.
to really sit down and really listen to it.
Yeah, I've heard that. So that was bigger than.
I like
Katy
him more
Perry,
than
so.
Kendrick. If I had to choose,
I think it's more
Seems
of the. Yeah, me too. Because I'm not really that in depth with rap. You know that the culture or stuff is. I'm more of just like the music thing and then the hook. So that's why I like makes more. But yeah, but I
Same
did
way.
try listening to those like people talking about that beef and then like it actually goes way back and then it's so in depth and so I think if you're really in that you're really a fan that's where people go like I'm with Kendrick and then they yeah the sad thing is when people pick sides like it's more of like a tribe now. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with Kendrick and then
It's like
I'm with Drake.
politics,
So
you know, or it's like anything where people have sides and they're not going to change their minds. I approach a situation like that and I just say, I'm not choosing this side.
Yeah, I think Chris Williamson had something. No, not really him. I just
Chris
remember
Williamson.
a quote from he said something like, "You can't
Yes.
convince, you can't use logic to convince someone out of a belief when that person like didn't use logic to be in that, like, to be or that something like that." So
Logic cannot be used on the way out when that's
I guess
that's so good.
if someone convinced someone to be there to believe in that from other things, so
Like my dad,
no logic can really convince them that no, but if you put A and B together, it's C, right? No, it's not really going to convince them because logic wasn't.
That's my dad.
used
My
there.
dad taught me this. You don't understand. But
Yeah.
what was your dad right?
Yeah.
No. But
I think he murdered that quote though, but yeah, it sounds better when Chris Williamson says it.
it landed for me. I think he said it.
Yeah.
It makes a ton of sense.
Mhm.
What do you think about it, Kaiser? You thought we'd go the whole podcast without Chris Williamson
Listen,
mentioned.
No, nothing.
because that's his thing. It's like
I heard you sigh.
Oh, do you know Kendrick Lamar actually is a Nobel Prize awardee
Nobel Prize awardee.
for what
for
the
songwriting? I
Name
think.
3 more Nobel Prize awardees.
For songwriting, or for like I think it's for like
Oh, that's impressive. That is impressive.
it's impressive.
I think you can check it. I think I
Yeah.
put it somewhere.
It's just not for me. You're not going to catch me finding
But
it.
I'm
I like
not-
old music.
But I'm not
I like
into
the
rap
70s.
music, so
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
doesn't
me
really
too.
interest me. Whatever their beef is, just cook it.
Yeah, just medium rare, please.
medium rare. Yeah,
Or
it got big because of the beef too. So I know
the
it's
beef is so hot.
it helped
Just
helped
roast beef.
both
So
of them.
I couldn't
yeah.
care less about their beef.
Yeah,
not
beef, yeah.
my kind of beef.
It was ground beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beef is unseasoned. Can I say?
Yeah, I didn't
Bland
really.
beef?
I didn't really. Yeah, it's interesting though. It's interesting when I hear people talk about it. Oh yeah, that's. You see people so passionate, like talking about it. Oh, blah blah. He did this. It was in this lyric, and it was in this verse. Like, oh wow, you spend a lot of time, like, because there's like, 20-minute or an hour long like YouTube videos explaining that beef, and then you see they put their thought into it. They put the lyrics in side by side, so it's like a summary of what happened. And I think it goes way back years too. I think like he responded like 5 years after, so it goes like very.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I think Drake started all this.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's like it's a consensus. Like I think he did, but it's not really direct. Like he's from what I've seen on those podcast days, like he does it like a very what do you call this? It's like he's talking about you, but
Subtle.
he can like it's subtle, but everyone knows he's talking about blah, but it's so subtle. Yeah, so it's kind of that. He's starting. I think it's more marketing for him too, right? So that people can. It's not just a song. People's gonna be, oh no, he's talking about Kendrick.
He's creating drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who else is creating drama? Kanye West. Have you been following anything he's done lately? He's had this amazing downfall.
Well, the
That's
last
the
time
also, one of the people on earth
it was the
that
last
I'm not
thing
interested in
Yeah.
following.
yeah.
Sorry, he said, well, I'm not even going to get into it. He said, I'll tell you later.
It was the Jew stuff, right? He
Well,
was.
yeah, and
yeah.
then it got worse and weirder. And yeah. Anyway.
Oh
I
yeah, something
think-
about cousin thing. Yeah, yeah.
Cousin. That's the one.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. Yeah.
What?
Did you hear me?
The first part I didn't hear.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought you were already reacting to what she said.
Until he was 14.
It was.
And he made a song about it and released the
Yeah.
song.
That was so. Yeah, I don't know because he's unwell, right? Everyone knows he's
Yeah.
unwell. So
Either he has a mental problem or he just wants to be shocking.
And then he said he shouldn't have had kids with Kim Kardashian. He should have had kids with Paris Hilton instead. How do you think his kids feel about that?
Gosh.
yeah, he's just making. I don't know, but I think he's still worth
No,
a lot of money.
Yeah. Ever since
Mhm.
he got that microphone from Taylor Swift, I've never liked him.
Yeah, I took the award. Beyonce
Or
has
the trophy
best album of all
or-
time, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
this is
Beyonce.
a picture of him in his house. Look at his setup. He's one of the richest guys ever.
It's
He's
like
got
a
like
new
a PlayStation
apartment,
on the
right?
ground and like one TV.
Yeah, it looks like my apartment, and I got to the U.S. before. No,
That's what if it's just minimalist?
I know.
I was like, I don't want-
men's furniture arrangement.
yeah,
When they don't have
It's
a
the
woman in
same.
their life.
it's that looks like that. Like when you got to most of us like got to the U.S. Then that's a priority. Like, I'm gonna buy a PlayStation. Yeah, it's not. No one's gonna buy like a
I can sit on the
sofa.
floor. Who cares?
Yeah.
And one of those plastic
Yeah.
chairs.
It's not a priority. Like, I'm gonna buy an Xbox first. Yeah, yeah, and a TV. Yeah, that's
What are you doing?
that.
What?
It's like the
What?
spinning. Thing.
Or men don't look good if I'm doing it.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
probably right.
If you cut like a certain part from the screen, it's gonna look different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry
Yeah.
we've been
But
bouncing.
that's
I've been a little
Kanye.
goofy. I've had a really long day at work, so I'm feeling like I thought I'd be tired by now, but I'm kind of like loopy. I feel like I've lost my mind.
Um,
Why you look at me like
yeah, I
that?
don't know what to.
I'm gonna zoom in on their face when we do the podcast. You're disgusted at me.
I don't know what
No,
to
think-
react or
Yeah.
how to react with that.
Yeah, I think what was on our list was the Katy Perry stuff, and
And then Glyza's departure from.
oh yeah, I don't know if you did you start with the new company already? Kailan?
No, not until Monday.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She's got the
I
last.
Yeah, I was
already
thinking
got- I already
your
got
goodbye message
stuff.
was supposed to be. I thought it was gonna be longer.
Yeah, man.
Just like that one.
No, I don't
More
want to
heartful?
be. I don't want to be
Yeah.
there sentimental.
Because you'll probably be
about
back
it.
in 6 months.
Yeah. I go like, oh, please take me back.
I made a mistake.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I didn't know what hard work was.
I thought I could live without you. But please take me back. No, yeah.
No, I think
So-
you like the.
This new job, I think, requires for me to be on camera all the time because they ask for like I have to wear business casual.
So
attire,
you're- So you said you're gonna buy a Sony mirrorless, right? So
yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
might as well. Might as well. They did give her a
Yeah.
webcam.
No, I have a webcam. They
They gave her
provided
two
it.
what-
monitors.
What webcam is it? Logitech.
Logi.
It's Logitech, right? There's no Logi.
Logi.
Is it Thor's brother?
That's
Loki,
such
no.
a thing.
Logi.
Yeah, that's.
But what
Give me that.
what's the brand?
only
Because you
flip.
can even use it for
It's-
this podcast. It might be a
Yeah,
better like a good.
I was thinking.
Oh, it's yeah. I think you're You could try it, but I think your laptop's better for that. I think the Brio, that's the Brio. Right?
I
Logitech
don't
Brio.
know.
Because I think I got the same one for my mom. Logitech
Think
Brio.
so.
Yeah.
It's 1080p.
Yeah, it's the same as the webcam for this laptop, I think. Same
Probably
also
don't want
what I'm
4K.
using. 1080.
Yeah.
You just got to be on
No,
camera.
you don't
I
need
don't think that's
you
too
don't
much
really
to
need
ask.
you don't need 4K. Yeah. It's just a bit, because what I'm using now is still 1080p, but I think they have a bigger sensor. That's why the color's a bit better, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one's
Well, your camera looks
Elgato.
amazing, Louis. But you don't need that kind of a
Elgato.
camera for a Teams meeting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
the
use it.
detail's gonna be too much, so they're gonna be
Yeah.
focused on your face rather than what you're talking about.
It's funny
Yeah.
because
I can't stop looking at your face right now.
because
whole
I've
podcast.
I've gone through 2 years in my last project without seeing anyone's face.
Yeah.
Really? I just feel disconnected with people. I'm always on webcam at home.
I don't know what my manager looks like. My other manager looks like.
Oh wow, yeah,
I couldn't-
that could happen.
Because
Yeah.
and then I haven't traveled to the office for the last 2 years, so I don't know what they look like. So well,
You just have a Ghibli version of themselves in your mind.
I know how I like in LinkedIn. I know they're like, or on the teams they have pictures. That's how I imagine them to be, but I don't really. I
Usually
haven't
it's
seen
not,
his
right?
face.
It's an old picture
Yeah.
on Teams. It's not their recent picture.
Oh, yeah. It's the picture of the day they started the company and they're like 22 years old.
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe, but
Maybe.
I have a
Yeah.
professional headshot on my Teams.
so that's probably a good way, or I don't know. Maybe I like it better because you can see people's.
You can make genuine
Faces.
connections with human beings.
Yeah,
you
and-
actually work
Mhm.
with people, not just images on
Yeah,
a
and it
computer.
will also help me focus with meetings. Because sometimes when you don't see the face,
You're just going to look at your own face
I
in the
was like,
camera.
just go on my phone or do something else because it's only
Yeah, if it's not your turn to
yeah,
say
like,
the status.
I'm already done, so I'm just do something else.
Yeah. It's disengaging. And you end up being
Mhm.
more exhausted
Mm-hmm.
when you live a life like that, I think.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
Mhm.
But you're tired at the end of your tenure, and I think maybe this is a good fresh start for you to try something.
Yeah,
new.
15 years is now we're gonna be 15 next
yeah. Next
month.
Dang, you missed out
Yeah,
on like
next
a
month.
15-year bonus or something?
I don't know if you
It's
get
not,
one.
It's not
Yeah.
applicable in the US,
Damn.
Yeah.
and I'm already.
It's not really that big in the Philippines too. I mean, it's significant, but it's
Like
not
a TGI
really.
Fridays gift card.
No, it's more thank you for your service. Like you get a donut or something
Yeah.
like that.
They don't have that in the US, and I also resigned already in the Philippines. Like when
Oh, yeah.
I transferred here, they gave me.
You
amount.
transferred here, babe. That's a very mean way of saying married the love of your life.
Transferred from
You
Accenture.
Like a-
transferred to me, the loving
how-
arms of your husband.
How would you say it better? Like I followed the fairy tale of my life. You should set it something like that, right? Like,
Transfer of your heart, babe.
it's a
Transfer of your heart.
It's-
Heart transfer
heart transfer. No, it's not.
to
No.
the U.S. I kept you.
But anyway,
When I met you, I knew you weren't going back.
we don't
I
have
was like,
she's
a
mine.
15-year.
I followed my heart, something like that.
10-year bonus or
Transfer.
payout
Mhm.
here in the US.
Yeah. It's not about money. It's about are you doing something that you feel is worth something at the end
What
of
do
the
you
day?
mean it's not about
Are
money?
you proud of what you do at the end of the day?
Yeah.
Can you
'Cause you
find
get to a-
pride in what you do? Are you able to,
Yeah.
to figure that out in some way? And if you can do
Mhm.
that, you may still be unhappy, but you will have found something.
I don't
And
know.
that's something.
Please
Yeah.
stop the Chris,
That's a Chris
Williamson.
Chris,
I'm trying to do Chris Williamson, but
Yeah.
I'm failing. I'm not as good as he is.
Yeah, it's it gets to a point where it's about can it sustain your life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is is this sustainable?
Well,
Yeah.
This is a rhetorical question.
you-
Don't answer the question.
Maybe I
Yeah.
should just
Reflect.
be. Maybe I should
Reflect. It's
just
like-
be a full-time housewife. What do you think?
You would be. I'm not going to answer that question.
It's we don't want my answer to be recorded for that
Yeah.
question.
Because, yeah, that's fair. Because that answer might change depending on
Yeah.
the day.
Uh,
You wouldn't be
maybe.
happy doing that.
I
You're too smart.
enjoyed my
You're too
2
smart.
weeks off.
You're too smart to
Yeah.
give up on your career.
It's not about being smart. It's just yeah,
I like it if you're trying to convince someone to still work, you're gonna be like, you're given talents, and then your talents should be shared
Yeah.
with the world,
Yes, and our bank
earning
account.
earning
Especially
money
when it
with
goes
those
to our bank
talents.
account. I get used to the double income household. Now we can make it work.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we were broke and dirt poor, I'd still love you and the girls.
Yeah, yeah. There's a Chris Brown song about that. Like, can you? I don't need money. I don't need cars. Screw you, man. Oh,
I'm not sure if that was
I'm into
Filipino
you.
or if that was English. You just saying.
I'm into you.
Oh,
If I got you, because I'm trying to figure out if it's the right lyric.
Nobody, baby.
No,
I
that's not
can't
Chris
have
Brown.
you.
No, yeah.
bro.
You know, like,
Oh.
oh,
I don't want
I'm
money.
into
I don't want
you.
a car,
If I got you, I don't need
baby.
cars. Screw my oh.
I don't know that song.
Something,
Never
yeah.
heard it. Is that Katy
Yeah.
Perry?
It's
Okay,
Chris
bro.
Brown.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this relates to because I've read it on my phone when we were like started doing the podcast and for the questions and all, and then it pops up and there's like a topic here for Cebu, and then someone like a girl, I'm assuming it's a girl, like she was asking like, how much income does his husband have to have for them to settle down if you're living in Cebu? It was it sounded it sounded like she doesn't want to work and she wanted his husband to have all the income. And then there's people who were putting in their answers. I think it's like I was surprised it's big. Like, oh, it should be like 200 to 500,000 pesos a month for you to settle down and have kids. I'm
A
like,
month?
where are you?
200 to
Like
500
what? Yeah, pesos a
thousand.
month. Yeah, and I was like, that's like, what's your lifestyle like, or like, how are you earning that much
Wow.
here?
It's like 120,000 a year. That's incredible. That's like really good money in the Philippines.
Yeah, it's really
Make
good.
that.
I was more curious, like, how are you earning that here? And then so I think someone asked, like, someone answered there is if you're working in sales, you get that. But I don't know, like the thing that came to my mind, like, imagine if you're a teacher, right? And then you're working as a teacher, you marry a fellow teacher here in the city, and like, I don't know, you're gonna reach it, the income's not that high. So you're saying they can't live here? I don't know. That was like, I'm thinking that the people answered there was more of like the upper middle class,
Super
and
detached
I
from
said
reality.
I said upper twice for like in purpose. Like it's not like I don't know what. Maybe they're paying for expensive house, expensive car. I don't know. That was scary.
Crazy.
I don't know. What do you think about that, Galay? I think that's too big. That's too, like if you're requiring that, and then if you're requiring that, you be in your late 30s. Both of you should be in your late 30s before you start getting married. Like that's.
I wonder.
I don't know. There
Yeah.
is a lot of things to consider. Like,
Yeah, lifestyles for sure.
yeah.
But I don't know, because
Like, for
it's
us-
okay. If
Like for us, our daycare is the most expensive expense.
Yeah, it feels like we have no money when it's all said and done.
But it will be different.
so,
I don't know where our money goes, man.
It will be a different story once they go to like,
no, high
elementary
school, college.
Yeah, but money. It's not about money, really. I mean,
Yeah, you should
it is
find
about money to a certain point, and then once you reach that point, more money doesn't necessarily.
Yeah, because you'll just adjust to what you're earning. Like you
I'll just
spend more.
Yeah, or
Yeah, you spend more once you earn more, right? That's
Yeah.
always like the behavior of people.
there's a comfort level that you want to get to, and then it's like, then you got to find happiness elsewhere. I think.
Yeah, you have to like look for it because I remember when I always make this joke when people, in the companies like, oh, so the salaries are not even that big, and then no, I think this when I was like talking with like because I was doing like trainings and then we were talking to like pe- people who just joined the company, so they're like at the base salary, and then they were saying, oh no, our salary is small, like we can our salary is something they were saying like, oh no, our salary is not enough, blah blah blah. And I just make the joke like, actually, when you get higher position in the company, your salary is still gonna not gonna be enough. You get bigger salary next year, it's still gonna be enough. You're always gonna find something to,
Yeah.
yeah, it's never really enough. So yeah,
It's never enough.
so yeah,
The
it's never
sooner
really
you
enough.
realize
You're
that,
gonna find.
the happier you'll be. It took me a while to realize that. I don't think I've realized that yet. I think I still trying to force myself to realize that. I can say it, but do I believe it?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I still feel like I need to get that next level.
Yeah.
But
Like for me, I think I need to, you need to earn more. But I think the when I realized that, like when I got assigned there in the US, because I'm single back then and not really no family and stuff. So it's like I have stuff for myself, and then I was thinking like, oh, it's if you have this much, so what do I really want? Like what was I doing this? I was only doing this for the salaries, not like what do I really want to do? Like if you take out the the anxiety of the monthly expenses, like what do you really um what do you really want to do? What do you really want to do? Your life is more so there's just a certain amount then you that should will take care of what you well I guess it goes down to your lifestyle, right? Because if you also like upgrade your lifestyle, so it's a different story. So I think that what I realized there is like it just once you get a certain amount of money, so do I still want to be away from the country, or just if I can make this much in so it's not really about me going to other places, it's just about the money. And so if I have that money, will I still be, will I still be doing this? Or I don't know if that's making sense.
no,
It's
it does make sense. I know
yeah,
what you're trying to
it's
tell me, Louis.
like it's
I know
it's
what you're trying to. You know what he's trying to tell us.
What?
It's not about the money. It's about. Is he truly happy in the U.S.? No.
yeah.
There was something missing back home that he had to go back to, and no money could keep her
Isa's
away
gonna
from
love
her
this.
any longer.
Like when she listened to this, like, oh my god,
It was-
That's what it was.
It was the stars aligning.
He's like, I could have all the money in the world, babe, in the
If
U.S.
I got
but
you, I'll
I
make
don't
cars.
want no.
Oh, God. I wish I remember the lyrics for that song so I could like share
I keep
that
thinking it's the other song.
thing. No, it's a Chris Brown song. Like I'm into you.
It's not Chris
No
Brown.
one else will do. Like
First of all, Chris
every
Brown,
kiss.
he's not a good man. But I do want to
Oh.
tie a bow on what you said, though, Louis. I think that's the theme of that should be the theme of our lives. Find your happiness, make enough money to be comfortable, focus on what truly makes you happy, what enriches your life, what enriches people's lives around you, and attach yourself to that. Because we're only here for a very short amount of time. Very short. And it's almost over.
Yeah.
It's almost over.
You know
What
what?
are we doing? Why are we wasting any time?
I'm really, and that's what I'm thankful for you for is it like because what
You're about to say something mean. I can
I
tell.
know
It's
because
gonna hurt.
I learned how to save my money
Oh, there's a financial
and
with,
have how to be smart with my money.
Okay, look at your nails.
How to spend my money. Go.
oh yeah, color. It's like the new
Go to
the new job.
nail spa or whatever,
We're surrounded by lights and cameras.
and
This is
spend
my
and spend. No, I was just.
Yeah.
But
I have a new job.
I've learned how to save more and invest my money. You made me smarter with my money. So yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Thank you.
the fine tap on the back. Yeah,
Thank you.
it's like
Because-
the financial.
Because I would have
lit-
never gotten a 401k.
We still need to save more money, though. We're not there yet. I don't know.
Remember,
We're
it
not
was like-
celebrating.
When we met, it's like, you don't have 401k? No. Because I'm going to go back to
Well,
the
yeah, because you're on
Philippines.
the Philippines. So it doesn't make any sense to do that. But
Yeah,
I mean,
but
for
I
the
heard
US.
you get it right. Like you get it. You get a monthly on it. Like if I turn 60, I could claim it.
yeah,
There's still
probably
something like that.
But
Yeah, when you're 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, I'm exhausted. I think I'm gonna call it.
Yeah. How much time did we do?
Yeah, like
think we're at
an
120.
hour and 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was a nice
I
way
don't
for
s-
you to say, I'm exhausted. So dramatic.
I'm so tired.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think I minimized the window. That's why I can see the time. Oh, there it is. Yes, on R20. Yeah, we did.
I thought it was
Chunk of
great.
our podcast was talking about Katy Perry in space. Very good
Yeah.
topic.
We
Yeah.
did some Chris Williamson, some inspirational quotes. We made up a
Inspiration
few.
of some
Talk
about
the
being
Pope
happy.
The Pope
Yeah, the
probably was an
Pope.
iffy subject. but-
Oddly enough, a vampire.
Yeah, it's hard to like skip through. It's like I feel like I'm skipping through rocks when I'm talking to.
yeah, you want to be
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah, I
But,
don't want to fall off the pond.
Yes,
Talking about
exactly.
that. Yeah.
I mean, Glyza's career ending and what truly makes happiness. Are we chasing money or are we chasing,
Love.
Yeah, I mean,
well, happiness, but love too?
love.
and we
Just like
found out
Katy,
that
Katy
you're-
Perry. Yeah.
Your experience of what the U.S. meant to you and why you were there led you back to the Philippines to find the one that you love.
You know, he went back because his visa ended.
No,
Yeah,
it's not that.
but
Move
it's
past
not.
that part.
It does not. So, yeah.
That part
It
doesn't
doesn't.
happen.
Yeah, it's not because I'm reaching 6 years and then I have to go back. No,
Let
it's
the
just
story be
about
known.
there was something in the Philippines that
Something was missing.
something was missing.
Something was missing though, and I know we're
It
joking.
was
That's true. Something was missing, and I'm glad you found
Uh,
it, my friend.
work permit was missing. The work
No.
permit was
Someone was missing.
yeah.
Anyway,
Right,
I think I
let's
should
stick
have
with
like put more thought about that. I think I'm trying to relay
that was great.
it better.
That was great.
Yeah.
It was good.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks. Yeah. All right. So thank you guys. Have a good rest of the weekend. So this is Fat of It. And yeah, see you next time.